Well, we're back, first ice, and it's almost first second ice. We had a little while there where it got really cold, we had everything freeze up, and we were just on borderline safe ice, and then it got warm and everything melted and it thawed back to open water. But now it is just starting to get back into that first ice. Check the ice before you go out there. Obviously have every appropriate safety measure possible, but we checked this ice out and it's very safe right now. All right, so funny story. Every time I'm down here checking for first ice, this guy is always here. If you don't know who he is, this is Paul Brace, or otherwise known as Monster Angling on YouTube. Check him out. He does a lot of fishing videos on there, catches a lot of big fish. And the other thing that's cool about this guy is he also is a full-time guide now and makes his money by guiding people fishing up at Walson Lake Lodge. So how's that?
It was a very, very good experience this summer. I learned a lot, went into it pretty green. I had 1 year of guiding under my belt prior to that. And it's just such a big body of water. It's so much to learn. Like, you know, I didn't total any boats, so that's
always a good thing. Yeah.
No, it was really good. Really good learning experience. Met lots of really cool people, and you know, it's guys like, you know, talking with Daryl and stuff before I started guiding. You know, you hear a lot about the industry and how awesome it is for meeting people and the connections you make. It's so cool, and to be able to make a living off of it, you know, it's a dream, you know.
Exactly. Everyone always says you know, living the dream and stuff, and I'd have to agree. It's just you know, it's the best thing. You wake up every day and it doesn't feel like work, you know. It's just putting people on you know, their best memories in the outdoors, hunting and fishing. I can't say you know, it's the best thing ever, I think, anyways. But,
exactly.
Yeah. Well, he is always here though. Every time I get here to check ice, it's like if he's not here, I know he's gonna show up. And if there's nobody there, he's probably around the corner somewhere fishing already, wherever there's first ice, anywhere in Saskatchewan. So
it's crazy. Like, it seems like every time I come here early ice, I run into Daryl. Like, it's hilarious. I guess great minds think alike. But no, he was here, what, yesterday?
I was here, yeah, yesterday, day before, checking it to make sure and just giving it a little bit extra time. And then I pulled down here this morning, and guess who's out on the ice already? Yeah.
This guy, you know, looking at the forecast for a while here, and we finally had some nights where it got down to -12, -13. So I was kind of taking a chance driving 2 hours south to possibly find, you know, open water or partially frozen ice. But
yeah,
you know, came down here and lucked out, and fishing not too bad either.
That's been pretty good. So yeah,
like Daryl was saying too, like, you got to take advantage of early ice situations. Like, it's the best fishing of the year, and it's, you know, I specifically take time off in between you know, start of November to mid-December because the fishing's so good.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Let's go catch some more.
Yeah, we got a 30-inch walleye to catch, so
yeah,
let's get back out there.
He's coming. We're gonna get him.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that looks walleye like. Oh, there he is.
I'll turn on your camera for you.
Thanks. Oh, he's right here already. He's not big. Another little one.
Be a good eater if you want to keep.
Not used to the barbed hooks either.
Oh.
Fishing up north. Nice little walleye. That'd be a perfect eater. That's just crazy, the walleye first ice. You got to get out there and do it. If you don't get out fishing first ice, you're missing out on big fish in shallow water. I mean, this isn't a big one, but it's still a great fish. Man, it's the best time of the year. In a couple more weeks, these fish are going to move deep, and it's going to be a lot harder to catch. But right now, this is the time to do it for sure.
Yeah. Prime time.
Yeah. There we go. Oh. Feels pikey. Know what? You know, feels like a walleye actually.
Guide Daryl.
Nice walleye.
Baker's nose strip. Got a nice walleye.
Oh yeah. Come on. Just get right out there. Not super long, but nice fish. And could unhook this thing there. Nice fish.
Beautiful, dude.
Not much of a fight, but hey, first decent walleye of the ice fishing season this year. Lots of fun. Let's go. Here's a big pike. No, don't break me off. Oh, he's, I don't even know if I should try to catch this. Oh, I got him. No, he's not. Right under the ice. Oh. Jeez. Looked pretty pikey on the lioscope. I just don't want to lose my bait here. There we go. Just a little guy. Looked giant on the lioscope. It's such a fine line here because there's, at this spot, there's lots of big pike and there's lots of little pike too, but there's lots of walleye, lots of small walleye, lots of big walleye. So finding that balance of line, because you know the big walleye are pretty line sensitive, and then you know you're running 10-pound fluoro or even less, you catch a nice big pike, it's not a good situation. What you got going on here?
Oh, I just stabbed it.
Nice one. Oh, you grab him?
I'll take one crack at him.
Yeah. There you go.
It's a nice fish.
Yeah.
Where do you want me standing? Facing out towards the lake. 20, 25 and a
25.
Ooh. Just caught my biggest of the day here. 25 and a quarter, fatty. All of them have been built like crazy today. But it's an awesome fish. This is my biggest fish of the day, my last fish of the day. This is a hell of a way to end it. But yeah, exciting. But we're gonna put him back here before we freeze his eyes. So fat. They're so healthy right now. It's awesome. There she goes.
Good fish.
There's been a lot of big ones rolling around here the last few minutes.
All right, day 2 out here. Didn't really get the fish I was hoping for yesterday, so I came back out today. Gonna, you know, fish for the rest of the day, see how it goes here. Should be pretty good. Colder weather today. It's stabilized a little bit better, the weather, so we'll see what happens here, but I'm looking forward to it. Should be good. Oh, she froze pretty good last night. Used the little axe to bust her open. This is where I was fishing yesterday. I'm just gonna get the tip up out in this spot here. Didn't feel like bringing the auger all the way out here to re-drill these little holes. Smooth out the edges. It froze up pretty good last night. Surprised. Okay, so I switched it up a little bit here, going with a just a standard jig and minnow. It usually works really well here. I got some fresh minnows today. The store was actually open, so gonna get that position right over the center of the hole there. Did nothing yesterday for me. We'll see what it does today. Hopefully we'll see some more action on it. I know the pike this time of year here really like just the standard jig head and a minnow, so using a bit heavier setup on this one, anticipating some pike, but the walleye will also hit that. So hey, hopefully you're gonna pick up a big walleye or a big pike. Well, I'm gonna start off with this little hair jig first here, and gonna see how it goes. I just got here and I've seen a few fish cruising around, but what I have seen on the fish finders seems a bit sluggish, so I'm gonna go with the hair jig. I'm gonna tip it with a little bit of a minnow, just break off the back end section, put the tail end on, and we'll see what happens here. It usually works well here early season, but we'll see how they're liking it anyways, and then if they start getting more active as the day goes on, I'm gonna switch back to a rattle bait and see how that produces for me. There's the one I had on yesterday, just a little rip and wrap by Rapala, but we're gonna go with the hair jig first here to start. There's a fish. Tighten my drag a bit. First fish, I actually was messing around with the camera trying to get it set up, and looked on the screen and there was a fish watching my bait. I moved it once and this little pike came up, smashed it. These pike here love these hair jigs tipped with a minnow. Not a giant fish by any means, but nice little pike. Take that for just not even set up yet, just getting started. I'll set that back up. Just that little VMC hair jig with the back end of a minnow on it. Now I'm going to use the front end. Just rig it up quick here. Just like that, just get a bit of flavor on there, and they love it. Goes my finicky fooler just went off here. Not sure if it was the wind. Let's check the line. No, there's a fish there. There's a fish there. Oh, I just pulled it right out of his face. He was there, hanging on to it. Pulled it right out of his mouth. Just gonna get that one rebaited here quick. I'll show you the way that I hook these minnows on these jig heads. So, that thing's losing a lot of scales. Oh, he broke my hook, look at that. That's what happened, the hook actually broke right off. No way, I'm gonna have to retie that. We got a new hook on there. So I go in through the mouth, out through the gill, push it down the body as far as I can, and slide it back up. It gives you a really good profile. I gotta clip that tag in now if I just tied. And let's go get that reset. This is doing a lot better than it was yesterday for me already. 2 fish. And I'm just dropping it right to the bottom. There we go, it's on bottom. I'm gonna reel up that slack. Get the rod in there. Reposition that. I always position this so it's at the center. The line's at the center of the hole. Okay, just like that. Now, I'm gonna open the bail, let it go back to the bottom. Okay, you can see I'm on the bottom there. So I wanna bring it up just a bit, so I'm gonna do 1 wrap and then engage it in the trigger and put the flag back on. And we'll see if it happens as quick as that last one did. No, sooner than I was standing up. There he is. Feels walleye-like. Yeah, nice. Not a bad little walleye. Spit the jig. There we go. Nice little walleye on the hair jig again. Check that out. Nice little hair jig, multi-species bait, early season, works really well. Gonna get this little guy back. There he goes. And pick that hair jig up right out of the dirt. I wasn't really interested when it was up high, but as soon as I dropped it down into the silt there, felt him just pick it up, just a little tap, and he sucked it right up out of the dirt. That sometimes is a trick. If you're not getting them up a little higher or getting them to engage a little bit, just drop it down in the mud and see what happens. Start pounding the sand. Okay, just hooked up with a pike. My phone actually just sent off an emergency alert, and I didn't have a camera on, but a pike just came in and smashed my bait here. Didn't even think twice about it. Just as soon as I saw it on the live scope, he had it in his mouth. Oh, not a bad. Oh, come on, no. It's a good fight. A little bit heavier fish. Haven't seen him yet. There he is. It's a little wrapped up. Oh man. light leader targeting those walleye. I do not like the looks of this, but we're just gonna get you out. Oh yeah, that's in there good. A barb is doing its job, that's for sure. Look at that. Hey, not a giant, but still a great fish. Tons of fun here. Man, that thing just came in and smoked it. Well, thanks, buddy. I'm gonna get straight back. There you go. I'll check my line out. A little twisted up for sure. That's actually pretty good. It wasn't. It's mint. There's no damage at all. He had him right in the corner of the mouth there, so luckily got a good hook set on him, and you know, it protected my leader right on the outside of the mouth. So yeah, you couldn't ask for much better than that situation for sure. It's gonna rebait this here. Finicky fooler just got smashed. It's not taking line, but it's definitely off to the, oh yeah, there's a fish there. There we go. That fish went way off to the side. Feels like a walleye. Sure is. Nice little walleye. Okay. Check that out. Thank you, Finicky Fooler. That did the job. Sealed the deal on that little walleye. Nice, just jigging a minnow, sitting on the Finicky Fooler. Beautiful fish. I threw the bells on it. They're a little bit annoying with the wind, but sometimes you just don't hear that snap of the flag go up on these things, so. Okay, look at that. Let's send her back down. All right, that's two for the Finicky Fooler today. Let's see if it can trick something a little bigger. Big pike on the live scope. Oh, there he is. Okay. Looks big on the live scope. You know, he feels pretty heavy too. Taking a pretty good run on it. Oh, he just came off. No, swam towards me. Thought I lost him there. He swam right towards me, the little bugger. Doesn't feel as good as that last one, but he was marking real big on that live scope. We'll see here. Could be a surprise when he gets up to the hole here. Into the leader. Here he is. Oh, he's wrapped too. Oh no. Oh, he's about the same size as that last one, but that line is through his mouth. I don't want to lose my last hair jig in that size. There's still a lot of fishing time left here today. Okay. Another decent fish. He's not the monster we're after, but look at that. He's got some old pickerel rig stuck in his gills there. Oh, and that just fell right out. I'm gonna see if I can do some surgery here. I can see the hook right down in his throat there from someone else's pickerel rig. You can see the wire of their pickerel rig hanging out of this guy. Look at that. If I can get his jaws to open up, I'm gonna do you a favor, buddy. There we go. He's just clamping down. There's that. Look at that. Pull that pickerel rig out for this guy. There. He might be feeling a little better today now. Not quite as big as the last one, but hey, another nice pike, super heavy, healthy. Did him a little bit of a favor, I guess. Hey, thanks, buddy. He'll go as soon as his tail hits the water. There he goes. If you ever have a pike that doesn't seem like it's gonna go, half the time most people hold the tail out of the water and until you start to see that tail fin start curling in the water, they don't really feel like they can go anywhere. So if you get that tail in the water and you start seeing those fins twirling like that, they'll go right away. You just gotta get their tail in the water. As I'm dropping, I see another pike on the live scope here. You're gonna see, he's eating some chunks of that minnow I just lost off of that bait there when I had that fish on. He's just off to the side. You can see him there to the far right. I switched to forward mode. I just get a little bit of a clearer read with the LVS 62 in the shallower water. So I can see these fish coming from a long ways away. The bells on that fooler in the wind. I hate it, but hey, it helps big time. A lot of fish activity here in the last 10 minutes or so, and it's funny because it's 1:37 p.m. right now, and you wouldn't think it, but midday like this, there's this one bite window all the time, it seems like, and you know, you get a bunch of walleye and pike in that hour, and then it's going to slow down again and then pick up again just before dark. So I'll take it. It's an odd time of day to seem to have a bite window like that, but I'm not going to complain. I've pulled 2 decent pike out of it so far. There goes the fooler. Oh yeah, there's a fish there. Broke off. The same thing, check that out. That's the second one today. Huh. Might have to switch hooks here because maybe I got a bad package or something, but that's not cool. That's 2 fish now. So that really bothers me. I mean, that's two hooks I've had break off clean like that. You know, they're brand new too. It's not like they're used at all, or you know, sat in any sort of weird environment, like a wet environment. They've been sitting in this Plano Edge tackle box with the water wick. I mean, there's no rust in there or anything. But to have 2 break off like that, I'm gonna switch it up. I like the natural colors, but I might have to switch over to this white and green anyways. I know this is a different package of hooks, so we'll see what happens there. But man, that's kind of heartbreaking. That's 2 fish that the fooler has done its job on, and I've broken the hook shank on the hook set. So we're gonna rig this one back up, get it set out there. But man, you never know. 2 fish on that setup, that could have been, you know, a 25-inch walleye or a 28-inch walleye. So I don't even want to think about it. It's disappointing for sure. All right, reset. Let's see what happens. Well, I was getting a little hungry, and actually more thirsty than hungry, but this soup will warm me up. This stuff is yeah, not the healthiest stuff, but it's great on the ice. A little salty. I have to drink about 4 bottles of water afterwards. Reminds me of the old army exercise days when you got a bad ration. You'd have a few of these. Have a few of these in your kit stashed away somewhere to get you through. There he is. Oh, that's another pike for sure. Oh yeah. Just came right in on the live scope, hit right away. Didn't hesitate at all. Ooh. Cooking lunch up here. You can see him under the ice. Not a giant. Nice fish though. These little guys are the hardest on equipment. Just wanted to get him right away because he absolutely inhaled that. I'm sure I'm going to be doing some retying here after this. I'm surprised I didn't get broken off actually. Yeah, it's a little silver bullet. He's all scarred up pretty good. Get you back. You got to go in the hole. In the hole. Hey, in the hole. There you go. Check this out. yeah, there's some work to be done here. Didn't wreck the bait at all, but that line, I'm gonna have to retie. Well, I'm gonna take a little lunch break here. Just before I have to retie, get my hands nice and warm on this this pot. I'm gonna have to put a whole new leader on. That guy just shredded it all the way from top to the bottom. But need a little warm-up break first. Nothing like having a hot lunch on the ice. It's you know, beats having an ice cold sandwich or anything without heat. I mean, man, this is just warming me right up, you know, those warm liquids in you, and you know, my hands are nice and toasty warm here, ready to retie now. Oh, Mr. Pike, a lot of pike today. I haven't seen that many walleye yet. Hopefully that changes soon, but yeah, just been pike after pike after pike. There he goes. Just got smashed. There's a fish there. There he is. It's wiry like a pike. Sure looks like a pike under that ice too. There he goes, landed himself. Well, that package of hooks seems to be good. He's not very big, but the hook didn't snap. These foolers are great just because they, you know, the fish doesn't feel any resistance at all with them. They, you know, a couple other tip-up systems, they can feel resistance and they let go right away. Especially with the pike and walleyes. But with these foolers, there's just zero resistance, and they just, you know, they hang on to it until you set the hook, and it's perfect. Okay, get her back down. Pretty shallow water here. It's only about 9 feet deep, so not a lot of space for it to go. It's funny because this didn't get touched all day yesterday, and then today it's doing its job, that's for sure. Keep doing it. Fish. Nice little sauger. That fish just darted in. So I switched back to the hair jig. Just got turned down on the rip and wrap a little bit there. That was a nice little walleye. Get him back. He came in and just smashed it. Let's go for the full minnow deal this time. There we go. Look how good that looks. Nice and streamlined. Let's see if you can see that. Pretty sweet. There he is. Another walleye. Not a giant. Just starting to get really active right now. Seeing all kinds of walleye on the graph. This guy's all beat up. Beat up dorsal fin anyways. Ah, he's got some marks on him. Fresh scars. Nice little fish. Get him back. There's some bigger ones to be had right now, so his hair jig is doing the trick. I mean, I switched the rip and wrap and they just weren't finishing on it, so this hair jig's doing it, so I'm gonna stick with it. That was with the full minnow too. We're gonna do another one here. I'm picking smaller size minnows out of there, but full size is working. We're gonna stick with it. It looks great in the water. There goes the fooler. Oh, it's caught up or something. Oh, something happened there. It got hung up. There's still fish on it though. There it is. There. Feels a little heavier. Like a better fish. Nice walleye. Very nice walleye. Come on, buddy. This is a nice walleye. There we go. Look at that. Oh, come on. This is a nice fish. Beautiful walleye. Look at that. Oh, get out of there. There we go. That's what we're looking for here. That's a beautiful fish. There's that fish that I just caught on the fooler. Beautiful walleye. Man, it's just really picking up right now. Look at that fish. Beautiful. Look at the white, distinguished white fin on there. That is just awesome. Such a nice fish. Let me get him back. There is more fish down there right now. There we go, buddy. All right. Wasn't even on the live scope. It's fighting good though. Wow. Wow, that is a good fish. That thing smacked it. Wow. That's amazing. That fish didn't even show up on the live scope. I do have it in forward mode, so it could come from one of the sides, but man, that fish just smoked it. It's a pike. Not a bad one though. Oh, come on. Get you out of here so we can get another walleye. Nice fish though. Perfect. Look at that. Nice little pike. Not a bad fish. Just came and smacked it. That was crazy. All right. I'll get you back. See you later. That was crazy. That thing just came in and smoked it out of nowhere. Just giving it little twitches and then thump. There goes the finicky fooler, just went off. I got a nice smooth skating rink right here. I can slide the last little bit too. Oh yeah, he's taking line. Still taking line. Oh. There it is. Oh, feels like another pike. Oh, that's gotta be a pike. Woo! This action is pretty hot right now. Okay, this might be a better pike. This thing is screaming. Drag set pretty tight. It's a 42 medium heavy. And it's got some weight to it. It's a little bit better pike, I think. This is my leader. It's not crazy, but not a bad fish. I think it's the same one I just caught. You got fooled twice, buddy. No, it's not the same one. But... there, check that out. Another nice pike. He wants to go back for a swim. He's trying to kick already. Okay. Get you down there. There you go. All right, get these two set back up. Man, this is hot right now. Running out of daylight, but man, this is good. Good fishing right now.